Hello, this is 80s Car Guy, and today I'm replacing the rear engine mount on my 2000 Ford Focus. This is what the brand new part looks like. It was just under $30 at AutoZone. And it goes right up under here. And this thing attaches there. Both of those bolts are 13mm. And first thing you're going to want to do is, since you're jacking up the front, put your parking brake on. You don't want it rolling back while you're working on it, and throw a jack stand under there for some extra safety. Don't ever rely on the car jack. Alright, couple of tips. According to the repair manual, these two bolts are different lengths. So if you put this one in this spot, it's too long and it interferes with the steering rack, so don't get them mixed up. And I sprayed plenty of BP Blaster on the ends here before I took it off, and the top of that, you can just kind of see it from here. Be up at the top here, that's where that nut is welded to. And it's kind of hard to get the mount out. If you get a pry bar or something, I used my long half-drive ratchet and put it right up in here and push back. You can push the engine forward, and that gives you just enough to be able to have this in here and slip it that way in front of the bracket. The manual also says that support the engine because there's tension on it, but really wasn't necessary to do anything with that because it just wobbles so easily by hand. But you can't move it enough to get that in there without prying on it, and up in here is about the best spot I could find. And now it's in. Went pretty easy, considering I'm doing this on the garage floor with just hand tools. So I hope this was helpful to you. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. So if you want to know how to check if these are bad, this is the passenger side. It has this cap on it, and this one I'm not sure how you would check other than visible dry cracking in the rubber down there. This one looks halfway decent, but I replaced all of them just because. This is the upper driver's side, and down in here it's just starting to split a little bit. And this is the rear. This was the worst on mine. That's supposed to be tight all the way up along here. And the rubber is cracking and drying out pretty bad. And this, when it's in the car, really can't see it because that much of it is covered up by the cross member. So hopefully you'll be able to see a little bit in here. And you couldn't see this either. It's covered up by the bracket that bolts on, so it's kind of hard to just visibly check this one. And the problem I was having with my car is when going down to a stop or at a stop and idle, the whole car would be vibrating because of the engine. So I just went ahead and threw the part at it, even though I couldn't figure out why it was still doing it after I replaced those two. CarX said that this one was good for a visible check, but obviously it's not. So, there you go.